Good morning, at least from my end, to everybody in the world. Good afternoon, good night. What's up, Laird? How you doing, my man?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
It's good. Good.
How is life? All good?
Yeah, man, can be better, I would say.
Laird, that shirt today, you kind of look interista a little bit.
Nah, man.
I'm
Uh,
seeing your black hair and the red shirt and the blue shirt. I'm seeing Inter right there,
okay, give me a second. Just give me a second.
man.
Give me a second. I'll be back in 1 second.
All right, guys. How is everybody else? We're waiting for Laird. We're waiting for Laird. Now the team's morale is effed going into Juve. What's up, Joel Skiller, Jason? We got the crew. Hans, I have so much to say about this BS, guys. Today we're going to talk about the game yesterday, obviously. We're going to discuss what happened with the referee, in my opinion, Lard's opinion. I want to hear what you guys think about what happened yesterday. So it's going to be, it's going to be a good stream. Not much as far as the market goes. The market is still pretty poor, I would say. I mean, I don't want to use the word poor. It's just, we don't know yet much. But also we'll talk about that. There are new reports we're going to go look at, and we're going to figure out, and we're going to see what's going on today in the world of eccolo qui. Yeah. Damn.
Is this good?
Damn. That's some fly shit, man. Damn. Is that gold? The logo is it in gold?
No, it's white. I think
Oh,
it looks a bit yellow because the light, but it's white.
that's sick. That's the new one too, huh?
Yeah, the one they were wearing yesterday before the game.
Yeah, that's sick. Nice. Okay, all right. So, Laird, we didn't have a post match yesterday. I didn't have a stream. Nobody had a stream yesterday. So, we still have a lot to say and discuss about this game. Crazy events yesterday. Let's just get into it, man. Let's just get into it. Now, you know, you are pretty upset about the referee, right? So since you have been you have lived most of the day because of our time differences, tell me what's going on in the Milan universe and what's going on with the referee thing. What is your opinion? Go ahead, break it down.
Oh, I, so no, I'm better than yesterday. Yesterday I was really upset. That's why I didn't do the post match because it could be really bad. So I said, let's avoid this. Let's talk maybe about the game a day after.
Okay,
Probably I'm going live in 5 hours.
nice.
With everyone is invited to come in and say their opinion.
No, okay.
So it's gonna be a fight. But no, I think we all agree with the
I'll,
fact that
are you there?
the
Oh, okay.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Keep on going.
No, I think we all agree with the fact that the referee completely changed the direction of the game. It just went completely in an opposite direction. And yeah, nothing to say. I think it's clear, man, the way you referee. You wait for the thing to finish, and after you stop the game. It didn't do that. We scored a goal a second after he did the whistle. So that was a 2-1. In my opinion, that was a 2-1 win. Simple
Uh,
as that. Difficult game. We know
Sorry,
that.
Larry. I
Yeah.
I don't just to interrupt you, and then we'll continue. I have a question here. But as far as I know, if a referee blows a whistle and then he retracts a call, it's not like he's not going to get 10 years in jail. Like that is, as far as I know, you can do it. So, is the rule that once you blow the whistle, that's it? You can't retract the call. So, what's up with VAR? Doesn't VAR help you retract the calls? How come the call wasn't retracted? What do
It's
you know?
it's simple because when you whistle and you stop the game, the opposition stops playing. So whatever you do after, you're kind of the Spezia player. Technically, they are not playing, so it's not playing time at that time. So you cannot do that. So basically, as soon as you do the whistle, you fucked. It's done. The game is stopped. Even if you know. So that's why you shouldn't do it, especially in the VAR moment, the world of the VAR. You shouldn't just stop whistling. Don't even let few seconds go, 5 seconds, and after you can whistle and give a foul. So that was just stupid. That was stupid from the referee. You can see his face. He realized that he's done something massively stupid. Yeah, you can actually. It could be like a bit like dodgy and say, "Oh, it's a goal. That's it. I don't care if I whistle a second before. I say it's a goal and that's it." And maybe people are gonna and Spezzia's gonna talk about the fact the referee did a mistake, that we stopped the game. But technically, that was that goal is not is a disallowed goal.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
not even a goal. It's not even a disallowed goal because basically, when you stop the game, whatever happened after is not. It never happened.
Right. Yeah, dude, that weird call. The goal was beautiful. My God, what a beautiful goal, man. You know what? So, okay, I'll tell you this, and then we can riff over this. Maybe we'll go into other things. When I saw it, I didn't see it during the game because I didn't see the whole game. I missed parts of it, so I missed that part live. Then when I saw the replay, um, if there's something that this is just a personal thing that I do that I don't like is when, for example, that moment when Rebic theoretically got the foul, he shouted and he screamed like really loud, and I wish he didn't do that. I think that made the referee blow the whistle faster, but it's the referee should be able to see through that and continue the play because the ball was going forward into a player, so the referee should have kept on going. The thing that upset me the most is that I went on these other platforms, whatever, and everybody's saying we need a right winger, we need an attacking midfielder, we need all of this. Messi scored a freaking amazing goal, and
We
it was
won
the
2-1.
right.
3 games out of 3, 9 points. And people
Yeah.
are saying we need this, we need why we're not buying. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? How many you can buy Messi and Ronaldo and still the referee, if it makes them say you don't win the game?
Yeah, I find it a very strange game to say that we need this player, we need that player. Look, Milan yesterday created a lot of chances, and
Yes.
the other goalkeeper, okay, had a great game, and then we converted that chance with Messias. Messias scored a beautiful goal. Okay, so to all the people that I've been hearing, we need a online yesterday because of this game. We need a right winger. It's like, yo, you're right. Our right winger scored an amazing goal yesterday, and unfortunately, the referee did a mistake, and even the Federation of Referees in Italy apologized to Milan. But essentially, AC Milan has the team to beat Spezia a million times over. Things went the way they were, right? Laird, remember when we say, you need to be good, you need to be this, you need to be that, but you also need a little bit of luck, right? Who had luck yesterday? Was it us or was it Spezia? It was Spezia. Spezia were lucky yesterday. And when the other team is lucky means we were unlucky. So, we have to see games for what they are. We can't use every single game to just say that the management is doing a poor job, that this player is not good enough and those players are not good enough. Let's read this game properly.
It was a good game. We created a lot of chances. How can I say it? Even our defense, Gabi and Kalulu, we know they are not the best one we have, but they are good enough to win against Spezia, and they showed that because at the end, the game was at the 92 minutes. The game was 2-1 for us, and the referee just disallowed that goal. So at the end if you look at the bigger picture, the guys resisted. They fight. They kept the game open 1-1, And at the end, in the last 2 minutes, we scored the winning goal. So that is football for me. That's how you do it in a difficult moment when your 3 starters in the midfield and 3 starters in the defense are not available, and you still win the game, but a referee decision makes you lose the game. You cannot blame Maldini, Kalulu, or Gabbia, or Bakayoko, or Leao. You cannot blame these people. They gave everything. They won the game. In the pitch, they won the game. There is, I don't know, there is no rule in the, that.
Yeah, no, totally. And look, and also let's just not forget that goalkeeper from Spezia had some incredible saves. So at a certain point, you also have to, tell your opponent, "Good job." You also have to say that. I mean, Leao, when he had that shot, super diagonal shot, that goalkeeper, when he saved Leao's shot, that was a world class save. That was a world class save. And then he had another few other world class saves. So, I mean, that goalkeeper yesterday was on fire. And what are we going to do? No, it's not always going to be like that. But so we did what we had to do to win the game. The referee made a mistake. That is 100% a fact. And that can't be changed. Plus, the other chances, yes, we should have been more clinical. Also, good job to the goalkeeper. And we should not be shitting on the team for this game. This game was like one of these freak accident kind of games. It was like just a freak. Luck was on Spezia's side, and when luck is on whoever luck decides to be on that day, that person is going to win. So what are you going to do?
And another thing is, people are always looking on the prospect of the title, winning the Serie A. I honestly don't care, because you don't win the Serie A today. You win it in 3 months, so it's a really long process. So I don't count AC Milan out of the race. The problem is the problem is you're going to play against Juventus with a different attitude, with a different pressure, and it's gonna change your game plan. It's gonna change the way you approach the game, and Juventus is gonna be in another mentality because they won the last game. So if you get the 3 points against Spezia, you go and play against Juventus more relaxed, more less scared, because you say, you know what, there is nothing wrong to lose against Juventus. There is nothing wrong to draw against Juventus. But now you have to win because of Spezia game.
Yeah,
and that's so unfair. So unfair.
Yeah, look, it could also be a blessing in disguise. Who knows? But I totally understand what you're saying. It is true. I mean, I have always thought that it's such injustice when, for example, you work so hard to get to a certain point, and then the referees make mistakes that take you back. That is an injustice about football that I've not liked for a long time. Now, honestly, I'm not going to dwell so much on the referee. This game is gone. Every single season, there's always this game that Milan loses against a small club. I mean, I guess there it is. It happened this season too. There are different reasons for it to happen, but it happened too. But yeah, let's hope it's going to be a blessing in disguise. That the players are going to go in there even more determined, even more together, united. Because I think this incident united the group. Like the group right now, they're all angry together, and I hope they can use that energy in a positive way against Juve. Because if we get points out of these 2 next games, then we're in a very good spot.
I don't know, man. I'm a bit worried about that. I don't think Hungary is gonna have this team to perform against Juventus, and the pressure they're gonna have on themselves, because now they have to win. And even if they win, nothing changed, because you're still, if I'm not wrong, you're 5 points now from Inter, hypothetically. If Inter wins against Bologna, which is going to happen, no referee is going to make any mistake in that game. No referee is going to change the game.
Right.
Don't worry, guys. That's going to go smooth. Like every game, Inter goes smooth. So Inter is going to go 5 points. So even if you win against Juventus, still you're you're behind 5 points and you have to go play the derby to win it, not even to draw the derby. To say,
Right.
you know what, there's nothing wrong to stay -2 points from Inter. No, you have to win it because -5, this is one of the few chances you have to get closer Inter. So you have to win it. And having to win against Inter without Kier, Tomori, Kessi, Benacer, and I bet you we're gonna add people on that list because they're gonna go with the national team and come back broken. So I know that we're gonna have more injuries about it. Probably Theo Hernandez is gonna get a yellow against Juventus because the referee is not gonna make a mistake against on our favor. They're gonna give a yellow to Theo when he deserves it. And we're gonna play without Theo Hernandez. So we're gonna play the most important game of the season with that type of pressure. It's like it's so unfair. It just the game is rigged, and I'm not talking about how you call it, conspiracy theory bullshit like that. It's rigged. It's rigged. It's already rigged
due to incompetence, more
incompetence. And another thing is we have so much technology now. We can use all the technology we want. The referee can literally use every technology he wants. He can use the VAR, the goal line technology. He has everything. He can stop the game whenever he wants. So that pisses me off the most. It's not like a 50-50 foul or a yellow, red card. It's something so simple. You just let it go and you check the VAR. End of the story.
Yeah.
You stop the game after you let it go and you check the VAR.
Yeah. But listen, let's talk a little bit about the players, because again, even though we lost, I'm not so apocalyptic as many people I've seen are. So let's start with Diaz. You saw the game? Were you able to see the game?
Yeah, I saw all the game.
Okay. So for me, Diaz always a player that is in everybody's mouth, and he's always talking about Diaz. I liked Diaz's performance yesterday. He was.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah. I love how he gets the ball. He turns. He runs into space. He held the ball for a good amount of time. Like they weren't able to get the ball off of him, and he was always creating. He was always being dangerous and bringing the ball forward. He was bringing the ball forward with his feet. That's what an attacking midfielder is supposed to do: bring the ball forward. So you can argue, okay, not enough final passes or final passes that converted. They will come. Those will come. But his progression, ball on feet, I thought was really good.
Yeah, I think Diaz had a good game. I think now the problem is the expectation of AC Milan supporters. I don't know what they're expecting from a player that cost us zero because we're not paying him. We didn't buy him. And anyway, my question is, whatever attacking midfielder you're gonna put there, let's say you put Messias, that's the job Messias is gonna do. That's the type of output Messias is gonna find. Maybe he's gonna find a goal or not, but that's the type of game you're gonna do. So I don't know what's wrong. Why people have this problem with Diaz? They have what they're expecting from Diaz. For me, he had an incredible game. He was perfect in terms of pivot, connecting the midfield with the striker and the two wings.
Yeah,
and he was moving the ball from the left to the right quickly enough to be dangerous. And in fact, Selemakers and Leao had a lot of chances.
Yeah,
Ibra had chances as well.
Yeah,
because people think he has to be the guy that gives the final pass. No, that's not true. He has to make the movement to bring the ball forward and give the tempo and be a danger.
Right.
Be a danger in that position. If
Well
I'm the guy that has to mark Diaz, I'm always in trouble. I'm always having an awful time because I have to run and stop this kid.
Right.
He had a great game. He had a good game. I don't know what people are expecting. You know what? People were expecting magical things from Leao a year ago. They wanted to sell him last summer. They don't see the projection and what a player is becoming.
Right.
They just want results quick and now.
Correct. Exactly. No, what you said is 100% true. You know, a player like Diaz right now, maybe not, he's not doing that final pass, but all the passes before that final pass, you know, he's the one bringing that inertia forward. He's always there, part of it, and he allows you to give an easier final pass if he gives you the pass before the final pass. So they're not seeing this. He comes back down to the midfield line, collects the ball, brings it up. He wants the ball. He wants to create. This is a player that wants to fight. Is not scared. So we really need to kind of, you know, I've said this before, look beyond our nose and see and look at what this player is going to become when we'll need him the most. So I'm very confident that Diaz is going to be instrumental this season. Okay, so we both agree Diaz had a good game. I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody had a bad game. To be honest with you, Larry, I can't think of one player that had a bad game, unless I'm mistaken.
I would say the two center backs, but just because at the end they don't have the experience and they're not our starting center back. So I'm not expecting from them a different type of game. So they had a good game overall. It's just they don't give that security behind. But on the build up, they are quite good. I like Kalulu and Gabe the way they move the ball. They just, Kalulu made a mistake to the goal, but it's not just his mistakes. All the team was a bit positioned wrong in a wrong way.
Right.
So
yeah,
they did. Everyone had a good game. I cannot complain with anyone. Happy that Calabria is back. I saw him in a good shape. I think he's ready to play against Juventus. Let's see. Maybe he's gonna play. Let's see what Pioli is gonna do. But
right.
Calabria needs to get back in the team.
Yeah, look, regarding Kalulu and Gabia, yeah, I thought they played well. For what I saw when I was watched the game, I saw the last goal. By the way, I did see the last goal, and it's so hard to really attack these two players because they are youngsters. They are the players that are there, third, fourth, and man, they have filled the shoes of Tomori Carey and Romagnoli amazingly. So it's hard for me to attack them, to be honest with you. And you're right. You can't expect these guys to always have great performances. That's why they're number 4, number 5. But yesterday, I thought they did very good. The last play, it went the way it went, and it's okay. You go back to the drawing board and you do it all over again. There's always a next game. So I was happy with their performance. I'm glad Romagnoli is back because now Romagnoli can bring back that experience, and that experience allows you to mitigate parts of the game better because you've already experienced them, etc., etc. Gabbia Kalulu has been a great match. You put Romagnoli Kalulu there. I think that's going to improve the quality a little bit more. Let's hope Tomori is going to be back soon. Let's see if they get a defender this transfer market. I don't know if they're going to get a defender. I don't even know if if they have to. So this game for me was not the kind of game that we needed to shit on the players. I did not feel that at all. Okay, so what about I want Florenzi. Florenzi is having an incredible stint right now. He's playing very, very good football. The thing I love about Florenzi is that he's always playing football. Always. Even when the ball is stopped and they are drinking water or something for a second. He's always playing. He's always thinking. He's always in the game. He's like in the matrix right now. Florenzi, another player that is doing really well. What did you think of him?
Yeah, no, he's doing great. I think now that we have Calabria, I think we can play him a bit more in the midfield. I wouldn't mind him trying in the midfield.
Yep.
But probably, and against Juventus, maybe he can start with Tonali. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Tonali in the midfield. I know that would be a bit weird for Krunic and Bakayoko, but I think Florenzi can give you that balance, especially on the ball. He's good. He knows where to put the ball, how to pass the ball. But probably Pioli is gonna keep him in the bench or start him as a right back and have Calabria to come in.
Yeah,
It's just
probably that. Yeah,
yeah, it's Florence is a great player. I hope we get him next season.
yeah.
It's good to have him in the team.
And keeping it on the right, Messias. Messias came in. He scored a goal for us. What else can you ask for? Uh,
It c-
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think he didn't play great, but it's always hard in the last 20 minutes to come in
Yeah,
and do something important and always do the right thing. It's not
right,
easy. It takes you at least 5 or 6 minutes to get in the game
correct.
and understand a bit what's going on. So it's never easy. Selemaker played well,
Yeah,
I think.
Salamakers had a great game yesterday. You know what?
Yeah,
In hindsight, I would have wanted Salamakers to stay a little bit longer. If I look at it in hindsight, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I thought
yeah,
Salamakers was really good, really good.
yeah. I would. Giroud didn't play bad. I think he did well when he came in the last 10 minutes. He was always doing the right thing, doing passing the ball, and he was giving problems to the defenders. So it's just such an unlucky day, man. Such an unlucky day. Everyone played well at the end. Everyone
Yeah,
put
yeah, it
put
was a
out,
good performance, man.
yeah,
Leao
a good
looks
performance.
unstoppable right now. Leao looks unstoppable. He was doing some moves
Yeah,
in that middle with those back Ronaldo cuts, those back heels, and putting the ball into space. Those are difficult moves to do in the attacking midfield position. He was doing those moves there. Like the guy is filled with confidence. I think he knows that he has two steps more than everybody else on the pitch right now, because he just attacks players full frontal. He doesn't care. Um, Leao.
yeah. I
Um,
think Leao is the last thing that is missing to Leao's game is the output. With the ability he has, he can score 2 goals a game. He
right,
he can
the
be
goals.
our
Yeah,
Lukaku basically. With the ability he has, he
true.
can have
Yeah,
that advantage to everyone.
right.
That's it.
So Sarah cried after the game. Did you see this? That he was crying,
Yeah,
and then I apologized to Milan. What do you think about the referee himself? What do you think he's going through? What do you think? Do you think it is right to suspend him? It looks like they're going to suspend him for quite a lot. Do you think that is a correct thing to do? What do you think?
I think it's a correct thing to do because if you go and referee for the next game, all the eyes are on you after that big mistake. There's a lot of pressure, so it's not easy. So you need that break to relax a bit, to realize that yeah, you've done a mistake, but it's not. Uh, it's at the end, it's something everyone can do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's good to have a suspension, not as a punishment, but more like you need to get out of here, some fresh air, do what you do in your life. They have another job, a real job as well in their life. So focus on your life and come back in a month again to referee when people they don't forget about it, but are more chill and more relaxed.
Mm.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, look, these mistakes cost a lot of money, a lot of money. We're talking millions, millions, and millions.
Millions.
They could potentially cost hundreds of millions, potentially, mistakes like
Yeah.
these. So it is very, very important to be perfect. You have to be perfect when there's so much at stake. When there's so much at stake, you really have to be perfect. That's why being a referee is not a job for everyone. It takes a lot of personality, a lot of charisma, a lot of character, a lot of balls, and you have a lot of money on the line that you are messing around with. So yeah, I mean, they do what they do. They do what they do. If they think that's the right call, then so be it. Um, Ibrahimovic consoled him. Look at this. Those who saw him at the end of the game away from the cameras described Sarah as in shock, and Ibrahimovic, along with 4 or 5 of his teammates, even consoled him in the dressing room. It was a fitting gesture from an experienced player who understood the young referee's moment, which will likely be costly in terms of a suspension. I have to understand this rule here. I mean, what you said earlier, that in Spezia's perspective, once you blow the ref, the game is, you can say the game is suspended, right? The moment you blow the whistle,
Yeah.
game is suspended. So Spezia, your case is actually really good, because then Spezia really does have a case. Do you think there's a way to fix this rule in the future? What do you think? Like, let's say something exactly the same thing happens. Do you think there's a way to fix this? Like, let's say, like, a way to take back the call?
Uh, no, I don't think you can fix this. The only thing you can do is get rid of the whistle.
Just no
Get
whistle.
rid, yeah, no whistle. Like find a different way to stop the game. But it's it's madness because the whistle is so it breaks the game. It's a second thing. But sometimes maybe the game is going in a direction that you don't need to stop it directly. You just need to. But it's complicated. It's complicated because the only thing you can do that in a case like this, when the whistle comes in the same moment the player is shooting, so there is a half-second distance, you can check the VAR and see the how the players were doing in that moment. So if the referee goes and check the VAR and sees that the goalkeeper is in a position trying to save the goal, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
actually, that's a
It's
good
something
point.
you cannot fix. It's something that referees need to get trained. You know what you can fix? You know what you can fix? You can fix the attitude of the Serie A. You can actually make it more like a Premier League style of football. Let it go. Let them play. Don't stop the game every small foul. All the 50-50 calls, play football. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because we go in Champions League, Kessie does 2 fouls, he gets 2 yellows and a red card. We are in Serie A. The guy that scored the goal for Spezia, he did 6-7 fouls on Teo Hernandez, and he didn't get the second yellow. So we need to go in the same direction here. We need to referee with the same style. So I would
Mm.
love Serie A to just say, you know what, let it play, let it play. You always have time to fix it after.
Yeah. Look, this referee. So he's young. He's a young referee. He doesn't have, I guess, a lot of experience. Man, it cost us. It cost us. If it really cost us a lot.
Yeah, and this is the Serie A attitude, Every single small foul, you stop the game. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Every small thing, you stop the game. Just follow the same, direction. Just let it go. Let it play. You can always check the VAR if you see that the foul is too violent and you want to give a yellow card. But let the players play. You can always stop the game after, a few seconds after.
Okay, yeah. So let's read a little bit of this regarding of what some newspapers have been talking about the referee. The newspapers have been going hard on the referee. La Gazzetta dello Sport have analyzed the key incidents from the game, starting with the obvious one, which was the decision not to allow Junior Messias' goal to stand because he had blown for a free kick for a foul on Ante Rebic simultaneously, therefore not playing an advantage as he should have. Mm, Arbitro, arbitro. The referee's immediate apology is of little use to the Rossoneri, who ended up going on to lose the game. The advantage had to be given, and Milan would have probably won the match 2-1, which would have put them top. Serra had also made a mistake previously when he gave a foul on Rafaela for an alleged high boot on Providel, but he was then forced to overturn his original decision, having reviewed the images on the VAR monitor. Meanwhile, Tutto Sport describes Serra's officiating as disastrous, to say the least. Tutto Sport, guys, is no friend of AC Milan, by the way, mentioning the disallowed goal and the penalty call he got wrong. And not only that, Emmanuel Giazzi, who scored the 95th minute winner for the Wayside, should have been sent off. He was booked in the first half. He deserved a second yellow for 2 more fouls committed in the second half. Ay, 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 ay. Unlucky season. Unlucky season, Larry. With the referees
Not
this season, we have been very unlucky.
everything is going wrong. everything. Listen, the Napoli game is a clear example that you can be lucky and the referee doesn't see that technicality, that offside technicality. He doesn't see it, and it gives you the goal, and you draw that game. But of course, with the season we are having, the referee sees that technicality, goes and checks the VAR, and decided, you know what? I decided that small movement Giroud is making is an active offside, so the goal is disallowed. That is my whole point. Why we don't win one game for a referee mistake or a point for a referee mistake, but we lose points for a referee mistake.
Yeah. But quick question here from Amir. Lara, I don't give a F about the ref getting fresh air. Since yesterday, all the Inter fans make fun of us and praise Motta. Do you think the ref cares about it?
Yo, guys, you need to ignore the Inter fans, man. They are the most. How can I say it?
I agree with. Yeah, go ahead.
They are autistic people, man. They never saw their team really. No one cares about Inter anyway. No one really cares about Inter. So they're a bunch of losers. That happen to support Inter by accident, and that's it. You guys are giving too much energy to them.
Yeah. I do find it ironic that Motta, the thing, the day that Inter, ties against Atalanta, and Milan has a chance to get points. Motta is the referee of Spezia. This player that scored says he used to be an Inter fan. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. I don't know if that's official, but he was.
I heard the goalkeeper is an Inter fan.
Oh, and the goalkeeper's in. So hey, it's a good moment for them to have fun with it and whatever. Who cares? Honestly, it doesn't really matter. What they think, what they say. The only thing that matters is AC Milan, and also, I'm sure that if the opposite happened, we would poke fun at them too. It's just the way rivalry is. It's fine, no problem. Nobody what is your brother saying? Since you live with an Interista.
He was like he did a joke and that's it. But I really don't care. For me, it's Inter is gonna have their bad periods. It's coming. It's not like they're gonna be winning forever.
Yeah,
they're not gonna win for the next 100 years every year. So
right,
it's they're having the biggest moment, and they know. Some stupid Inter fans, they think they are actually an incredible team. That's why they have 5-point difference. But they know that they are there because we had a massive amount of injury and a lot of referee calls that went against us. They know that.
Yeah, and objectively, from what I'm seeing all around the Italian fans, etc., like the feeling is, the referee really robbed Milan from that game. So this isn't something that I've seen from a lot of different fans. So essentially, at the end of the day, the Inter fans are just making fun of us, but they know that they got lucky. Alan says, our defense just sucked. As simple as that. We should never lose to Spezia in any situation, even if the ref was against us. I think that is... in a certain way, that is a fair statement. You can say that because on paper, we have a team to win against Spezia always. But this is where I think we have to be a little bit humble and say good job to that goalkeeper, because we put a lot of we shot a lot of shots that most of the times are going to be goals. So that goalkeeper is not going to perform like that every game, guys, because if that goalkeeper performed like that every game, Spezia would be fighting for top 4. So, he had a great game, and sometimes you just have to go chapeau,
And I want to say something, Alan, we won the game. 92 minutes was 2-1. So that's the thing. You guys, we didn't lose that game in the pitch. The Spezia players, they were not defending well, didn't give us any chance. We put that ball on the back of the net. That ball touched the net, and it was a regular goal. No offside, no foul from us. That was a regular goal.
Damn. Well, we spoke about Diaz just a little bit earlier. By the way, Paul is here, and he's saying, also, like, what's your excuse for Diaz now? I'm actually intrigued. He has been absent for 3 months now. Also, if we're not getting a effing cam, it's time to change formation. F, I've had enough. I've had enough.
You know what? What people are expecting from Diaz. What they want from Diaz. I don't know, man. What they're expecting from Diaz.
It's funny, dude. It's cool. The Spezia goalkeeper had a very good performance, but FNL said that we need assist from the ref to FN. No, that's wrong, Paul. I mean, we didn't. We need an assist from the ref. How do you spin it that way? It's the ref robbed us of a goal. It's not an assist. The ref just should have done his job. But there is something I want to talk about. Look, and it's Rebic, because I saw another comic, and this is I do agree with. I agree with this, but this is mostly because of me and how I am. It's got nothing to do with technicalities. It's got nothing to do with anything. I hate Rebic's attitude when he screamed. He shouldn't have screamed. It was the scream that stimulated the referees to blow. This is what as soon as I saw the highlight, that's what came to my mind. It's like, Rebic, why are you screaming like a little bitch? Pretty much. Like, first of all, I don't like it when players do that. When they over infatuate and they scream like they just got shot or something like that. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I've never done it. I just don't like it. I think it's kind of shitty, to be honest with you. But I do agree with his comment. I don't put much weight on it, though. Do you have any opinions on this?
Yeah, I agree with you. And that's what I was talking before. If you referee in a way that you allow certain type of contact, and you don't care about what the player is when the player throw himself in the pitch, players are gonna stop doing this. That's the thing. They're gonna stop doing this. So I agree with him. If Rebic shut up, we gotta go, because the referee maybe waits a second more to blow the whistle, and he sees the goal and he doesn't blow the whistle.
Yes.
So yeah, the Hakan numbers he's saying, no? Well,
I think this is somewhat of a dig here. I think
I'll give Skriller the Hakan numbers. I'll give him. We finished second with Hakan. We're gonna finish second with Diaz. And Diaz is not costing us 5 million a year.
Knock on wood. Okay.
And the guy is costing less than Hakan, and is less of a little bitch than Hakan. Do you want more numbers? We're gonna finish second at the end. Or let's make it simple. With Hakan, we finish second. So top 4, nothing incredible. Who finished second is the first loser. No?
Yeah.
With Diaz, maybe we're gonna finish third, still top 4, still same result, Champions League. So what is Hakan gonna give us? If he plays with us, we're not gonna win Serie A if he plays with
us. Look, I know, like, this pisses people off, because it has pissed a lot of people off when I've said this. Well, some people. If Milan finish 4th, I'm celebrating like we won the Champions League. I am celebrating like we won the Champions League. But Milan should play to win the Scudetto. Milan should play to win the Scudetto. They should play and believe that they can win the Scudetto and to win the Scudetto. And that mentality is going to allow them to finish in the top 4. So they should believe and play for the Scudetto no matter what. Because the Scudetto race is very, very open. Very open. Okay?
Yeah.
Very open. Diaz is costing us points. Çalhanoğlu is trash, goes missing in the big games this week. He was nowhere to be seen against Juve or Atalanta. Diaz is always on the floor, can't stay on his effing feet. Roy Light, answer this. Will you exercise the 27 million option to buy on Diaz if you're Maldini?
Well, straight away.
Okay.
Straight away. I will buy Diaz tomorrow.
For 27 million, honestly, that's good. That's a good price for Diaz. Question, Light. Do you know who is paying Diaz's salary? Is it Milan or Real Madrid?
We are paying his salary.
Because we did a search over on this, and Diaz is making a lot of money. and I don't think that Milan is paying Diaz all this money. So we got to do some research on this and understand what the situation is. From the research we did the other day, it looks like Real Madrid is paying a big chunk of Diaz's salary, because in the wage books, Diaz at Milan is making 400K. He's making less than Gabbia. He's making less than Kalulu. He's making less. So I don't understand if that's possible. If you know
No,
any,
that's not true. That's not true that he's making 400K. He's making like 1.5 million. He's having the same, almost the same net. He's having the same salary at Real Madrid.
we need to do some research on this and to really find out, because the numbers that internet is showing are very strange. Are very strange. Brahim's salary is actually high as F. I doubt we're paying all of that. Yeah. Honestly, just take Donny van de Beek. No thanks. Go for Luis Alberto. I wouldn't mind Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto is on the transfer market right now. I wouldn't mind getting Luis Alberto in the mix. You have an extra player you can use, different solutions. I wouldn't mind Luis Alberto at all. It seems like he is on his way out, Lart of Lazio. What is your opinion, Luis Alberto?
Luis Alberto is costing us probably 40 million. And a Kessie salary probably 6 million a year net. So 10 million gross. And if he performs like Diaz, you guys need to hide everyone of you. Don't even show up in the fucking chat if he doesn't show up in big games, because you guys see Luis Alberto on the fucking highlights on YouTube and when he plays against us. That's it.
Damn.
Because
Fire.
I was right about Donnarumma, that is not important. We're gonna replace him. I was right about a lot of things, and I'm gonna be right. I was right about Leao. All the summer, Nathan was telling me we should have kept Auge and sell Leao because his output is not a lot, and he's lazy.
Yeah.
I was right about Kessie. We're fucking winning without Kessie as well. We're playing football without Kessie. We don't need Kessie in the pitch. I was right about that as well.
Lart, look, I think everybody in the world of football, like the professionals that work at Milanello, the professionals that work at whatever the Madrid training camps are, they all know, and even the Spanish national team federation all knows that this player is going to become a very special player, and it's just a matter of time until he breaks that wall. We're just witnessing the growth of a young player. There's always going to be a little bit of turbulence when a young player grows. There's always turbulence. They're not mature right away, right? A fruit is not born mature. It has to develop, and I see a great future from Brahim. I see a great future.
Do you remember how much they shit on Florenzi?
Yeah.
Or do you remember how much they were saying, "Oh, Rebic is ass. He's not good enough."
Yeah.
When we were putting him as a big game type of player, you know? Oh no, he's ass. I remember Lucas saying, "Rebic is ass. We need to sell him." Now everyone is waiting for Rebic to get in the pitch and solve the game.
Right.
Or they were saying, "Oh my God, Messias! Why we bought Messias?" Now everyone is praying for Messias to come in and score a goal. So,
yeah,
whatever, man.
Yeah. Listen, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. So we got to be patient, and we can't. If they're gonna get another attacking midfielder, great. Nobody. I don't think anybody's gonna complain here. But right now, Diaz is the player there. They chose that player. They worked to have that player there. They believe in that player. They're seeing something. And I honestly, I think Larry and I see it as well. Many people see it. Of course, everybody's entitled to their opinions, and that's fine. But we will see. We will see what happens. Only time will tell. All right. So what's this story about Codacons? As the fallout from last night's game continues, the news has emerged that Codacons have asked for the match between AC Milan and Spezia to be replayed. Okay. I'm not sure what Codacons is. Do you know what that is, Laird?
I think it's this association that controls the the consumer rights. So
Ah,
I am
wow.
an AC Milan supporter. I invest money on Milan. I want them to
Ooh,
win the league. I want them to go to Champions League and get that 50 million TV rights. I want them to, and because
wow.
so that is a big thing basically. That is because that result can make Milan not go to Champions League and lose 50 million, and that is a massive damage economically.
Mm, mm, mm,
Because
mm, mm.
have you realized that referees, when they make mistake, they never say we made a mistake. They don't say it publicly. They don't give any. But this is the first time, or one of the few times, that actually the referee association and the referee and who is running the association say sorry to the club for the mistake. And they need to really pray that Milan finish top four, because if Milan doesn't finish top four, Milan is entitled to ask them 60 million damage.
Yeah, if Milan doesn't finish top four for let's say 2 points, this game is going to be definitely
Even
looked
then,
at.
more than 2 points, man. That is incredible, because Milan can actually bring some lawyers and say we lost that game. Our morale was down. We were forced to have to win against Juventus. We got a yellow card, Kalulu and Gabbia, that didn't play a game 10 games after. So they can put in the table with lawyers, with the Codacons and everything. They can put in the table that they got a massive economical damage. And
Mm.
the association has to pay me 60 million that I lost on TV rights, Champions League sponsorship, the fact that the players wants to leave. So there can be a massive economical damage.
Mm.
So now Codacons is saying, if you want, you can repeat the game, and this thing doesn't exist anymore. So AC Milan doesn't have the rights to sue you if they lose money at the end of the season.
Okay. Well, no.
Now
Yeah, go ahead.
let's see what they're gonna do. I think the game is not gonna replay, but I think those motherfuckers are gonna give us some type of compensation during the season,
Let's see. Let's
because
see.
that's how things works in Italy. They're gonna help us with some other games, make sure we finish top four, so
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
lose
yeah.
that money.
That
They're
is
gonna
very
do that.
Italian. That is very
That's the
Italian.
Italian job that's gonna happen. They're not gonna play the game, but they're gonna make sure Milan finish top four.
Yes. Yes. That's all I want. That's all I want the Liga to do, to make Milan finish top four every year. Anyway, Codacons via Milan Live have now inserted themselves into the controversy and they have officially requested a replay of the match. The well-known association looks after users and consumers, and they published a note in which they formally request the Lega Serie A to repeat Milan Spezia due to an error that emerges all the parties involved. Milan Spezia was conditioned by a very serious technical error of the referee. It is undoubtedly an incident that damages the fans, wow, and the regular running of the football
That's
championship.
exactly, that's another thing. The betting system is controlled by the government, and they need to make sure.
Wow.
So the government can get a lot of people suing them because they lost money for a
Wow.
referee mistake that is claimed as a mistake already by the association. So
That's amazing.
there is a small chance that the game can actually replay. That would be something historical. Probably I haven't seen something like that in my life. And
Wow.
I doubt it's going to happen, but it can be, because the government can say, shit, we are in trouble here, because Italy, there is good lawyers and they can get you money out of this. And the government has to get rid of this problem.
Incredible. All right. Codacons president Marco Donzelli stated, "We will formally ask the FEGC to replay the match to protect the regular running of a sporting competition and the fans who have the right to attend a sporting show free from technical errors." Could the game actually be replayed? The regulation speaks of an open eventuality in the event that the referee admits to technical error, but what constitutes such an error is vague, and replaying the match would set a bold and dangerous precedent. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the answer is that the game cannot be played again, as it cannot even be referred to as a disallowed goal, given Messias technically scored after the referee's whistle to blow play dead. A lot of politics in this situation. Sporting politics. Like, for example, just this year, La Gazzetta says it was disallowed, right? So this
Yeah.
is but it was disallowed because of a technical error. So it's a strange argument. The argument is there was a technical error, and Gazzetta saying, yeah, but the goal happened after the technical error. No, the goal wasn't given because of a technical error. So I already see a lot of politics into this. Who knows what's going to happen?
I don't think they're gonna repeat the game, just as the article says, to not create a precedent, so they can actually use it in the future and do it again and replay another game. So
No,
I think
would
they're
you
just gonna
want that,
sit
Lart? Would you want that to create this precedent?
as a sportman. As a sportman, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't think I would want that either.
I don't want that as a sportman. In terms of legal problem, probably is something that people have some serious issue behind these things. So you never know. But it's gonna happen, as I say. They're gonna sit in a table. They're gonna talk about it, and they're gonna say how we can find a solution about. So I guess let's see how many people are gonna complain about the game with the betting side. You know, a lot of people can go and say that's not fair. It's a mistake. Some people can bring a lawyer. So it depends the economical damage it can bring to the government and to the FIGC, AIA, you know, all these associations, the Federation of Italy Football and the Referee Association. Let's see how much economical damage can bring to them. Because if it brings a massive economical damage, they're gonna repeat the game. They're gonna say, "Fuck it, we are not paying for this. Let's play the game again, and you motherfuckers shut up." And probably Milan is going to be forced to play the game. You know, even if Maldini is going to say, "No, I don't want to play the game," they're going to say, "No, you have to play it because we are in trouble if you don't play the game again." But it's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. I honestly don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But it is very interesting that this organization did it puts pressure on the AIA and the referee federation and referees in general. It puts pressure for them to do their job properly.
This is a big organization. This is bigger than the referee and the how you call it, the Serie A.
Yeah.
You know,
this is
bigger. This is the organization that decides for the vaccine, if the vaccine has to be forced or not in the country.
Wow.
This is the biggest organization. If a company like Apple, for example, does something wrong, they can shut down the company from the country.
Holy shit!
So it's a big matter. They need to find a solution, and that's why the referee mistakes has to go to the minimum. That is important.
Very interesting. Wow, very interesting. Well, let's see what happens with that. Okay, so anyway, it is time to move on. The game has passed. Let's see if there will be anything that comes out of it. We'll see. But you know, the players now have Juventus, have Inter ahead of them. Well, they have Juventus, and then we have a long break, 2-week break. Kessie and Benacer are playing against each other on Thursday. Maybe Kessie is going to send Benacer to us early. Do you know? Have you been following any AFCON at all, Larry?
Nothing at all. With the luck we have, they're gonna get injured, both of them, for 3 months.
Yeah. So now that game is at 8 a.m. on Thursday. Here in the Pacific time, we'll see if we'll do the watch along. Di Marzio, a little bit of market here, guys, from Di Marzio regarding Pellegri. AC Milan are negotiations with both Monaco and Torino regarding the future of young striker Pietro Pellegri, according to reports. The future of Pellegri continues to be the subject of speculation, and the forward could leave Milan this month. The 21-year-old joined this summer on a season loan with an option to buy set at $7 million. As per widespread reports, but he's yet to score a goal for the club and has spent plenty of time out due to injuries. Gianluca Di Marzio spoke on Sky last night and confirmed that there's a negotiation underway between Milan and Monaco regarding the early permanent signing of the Italy under-21 international. Milan's plan is to buy the former general man and then send him out on loan to Torino, with the operation likely to be completed as early as by the end of the current week. This smells like Milan is trying to get Bremer, and they're going to do this operation with Pellegri. I think Pellegri might end up being a Torino player. Are you getting this sense from it, or what do you think about it?
Maybe it's Belotti.
Oh my God, yes.
Maybe they're buying Pellegri and they're giving it to Torino and they get Belotti and that's it. So you basically are paying 7 million, but instead of paying with cash, you're paying with a player.
Oof, that'd be nice.
And you get Belotti in January because Torino realized that the guy is not
Nah.
he's not training, he's not playing, he doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yep.
So they need to offload the player, but they need another guy as a striker. So it's a perfect combination. By the way, this Belotti idea, I saw it on Instagram. It's not my idea, by the way, but it can be.
I completely agree. Belotti has switched off. He has switched off. He has no interest in playing for Torino anymore. He's ready to move on. I feel like he's been trapped there, and he just wants to move on. He wants to play big time football. He doesn't want to go to Toronto. He doesn't want to go to whatever he wants to go to. He wants to play European football. So we'll see which club he will end up with, but he's not going to give anything to Torino anymore. So yeah, it is possible. This operation is actually quite possible. I think Roma. No, what is this? I think Roma would not renew, so they want Bremer to be a starter with Tomori now. Any news regarding defenders?
Yeah, I think no news. The only thing that Milan wants to do is to keep the defenders they have, and that's it, and end the season with the defender we have. I don't think Romagnoli is going to renew. I'm pretty sure Romagnoli is a Juventus player already, and so that's it. And
Yeah.
Juventus is gonna sell De Ligt for 70 million, whatever, next summer, and they're gonna put Romagnoli instead of De Ligt. And that's it. And they're gonna use that 70 million to the market, probably to try to buy Vlahovic or buy other players to rebuild the team again. So
yeah, the voices on Romagnoli's renewal have really gone silent. We're not talking about it. They're talking about buying new defenders, even though because of Chiara. At this point, I also don't have much confidence in him signing again. I would find it a little bit surprised if he does, because I'm sure Milan will not give him all the money he's asking for. So he will have to, if he does sign, he's going to get less than what he's getting, I think. I don't see Romagnoli signing at this point. And Kessie, that whole story went silent. Kessie also went silent. So it's going to be interesting. Summer transfer market. I think it's going to be a busy one. I think it's going to be a busy one, and we're going to get a new batch of players for next season, and things are going to look different. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. So yeah, aside from the Pellegri thing, there's really nothing else when it comes down to transfer market. There's nothing to report on. So honestly, it was just really the referee. The referee made a big mistake. We spoke about what we wanted to talk about. You're doing another live later on, right? With open live, you said earlier.
yeah, I was thinking to go on an open live so people can join me and give an opinion about what's going on recently.
Did you see what happened between me and John Red John?
I know he left because you were not letting me talk,
Yeah.
during the and he left because the Haaland and the Mbappe situation.
No, not because of that.
Yeah, he was trying to explain you something, and you didn't let him explain.
He was saying that I see Milan. He kept on insisting that I see Milan as Borussia Dortmund, and he wanted to make his narrative. So I banned him, and I said, you can't say that anymore. I'm sorry, but I'm not even going to entertain you anymore. So I banned him. And then he left. But Red John is okay to be back. No problem. No problem.
Why did you ban him? Because he says Borussia Dortmund.
Because he came, it was 8 a.m. in the morning. It was 8 a.m. in the morning in Germany, and he had not gone to sleep. He had partied all night. So he wanted to start a craziness with me.
And everything is live.
Yeah, everything is live.
Oh my God.
And so I banned him on the spot. Guys, do not come on this chat and tell me that I see AC Milan as Arsenal or Dortmund. That will get you banned. So now you know. Now you know. It was interesting. It was a fun little live. What else is there to say, Lart? Anything else? Maybe we.
I just want to say that Red John is completely free to come back and give an answer and explain the Borussia Dortmund thing.
Oh man, Lart, you're bad. You're bad.
No, but you guys need to chill out, man. You need to chill out.
Okay. Actually, this is a good discussion. The reason why he was angry at me is because I called the Coppa Italia the Mickey Mouse Cup, and I am of the opinion that this cup is only in the way, and Milan right now should not be wanting to win the Coppa Italia. It shouldn't be even in our list of objectives. Just put the Primavera players, put the reserve, the B, and then let them fight for it. And then if we get to the final, you can put the first team players. But the argument was that we should, because we are Milan, we should play for every tournament and etc. But I also, go ahead.
The thing is, if you don't want to be the Borussia Dortmund, you shouldn't win this cup, because the last trophy Borussia Dortmund won was the fucking German Cup.
Yeah, good
a year ago.
Yeah, this is the cup.
So you actually winning the fucking and Arsenal. Guess what? What they won a year ago? FA Cup. So you are actually Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund fighting for this stupid cup.
Yeah,
you are Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal if you're fighting for the Coppa Italia. If you ignore the Coppa Italia and you say, you know what? Fuck this bullshit. I don't have enough depth in my squad. I have bigger fish to fry. I want to seal the top 4. I want to fight to win the Scudetto. So I'll put everything on rest and I play the Primavera. You show to, you know Liverpool, when they play FA Cup, they play the Primavera, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So Lard, you and I were not able to talk because I don't think you were available after the Coppa Italia match. So we haven't really spoken about the Coppa Italia, you and I.
Oh yeah.
I've been live, so I've said my piece. We haven't heard from you. So why don't you give us your take on the Coppa Italia and that match and everything else?
It's a useless game, and you look at the way the players play. They were not motivated. They really don't care about the Coppa Italia. Their mind is all about the league title. Their mind is all about, we need to win the next game. The next game is Spezia. Why we're playing against Genoa? That is in their mind. Giroud is like, I want to play against Spezia. I don't want to play against Genoa in Coppa Italia. All the players are like this. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We won the Super Cup 4 years ago. What happened? Nothing happened. We were shit the year after. We didn't achieve anything. It's just an illusion. This is Italian Cup. And these are all illusion, man. They don't bring money. They don't bring big players. They don't bring prestige. They bring injuries, by the way. Tomori is not playing against Juventus, and he's not going to play against Inter. Tomori, our most important player probably, is not playing the 2 most difficult games of the season. You guys, you want to win that Coppa Italia? That is the price. You lose against Inter, they make fun of you for the next 6 months, 8 months, because you wanted to win against Genoa in Coppa Italia. Because somebody was complaining about the Inter fans make fun of us. You guys looks like you won the fun. You're looking for that because you fucking want to win the Coppa Italia instead of keeping your player fresh and beat the shit out of Inter in Serie A. That's the thing.
I agree with everything you said, man. Everything you said. And I also agree with the first thing you said, which is absolutely true. The teams that like Borussia Dortmund, Arsenal, that's their competition, the domestic cup. Arsenal is so great. They always win the FA. Ooh, no, the FA Cup, the Coppa Italia brings you nothing. Nothing. It is literally, if you look in the hierarchy of trophies, the Coppa Italia is either last or second to last. You have Champions League number one, then Scudetto arguably number two, Intercontinental Cup number three, European Super Cup number four, and then maybe the Super Coppa Italiana or the Coppa Italia, and you can do one of the other, whatever you're competing for. But these are the last trophies, and they bring no prestige whatsoever. We could have 30 Coppa Italias, and nobody would give a shit about us. Nobody would give a shit about us.
And you cannot even brag them. You cannot even say, "Oh, I have 30 Coppa Italia." People are gonna laugh at you. People are going to laugh at you. Juventus, I don't know how many Coppa Italia they have a lot. Do you think they come and tell us, "Oh, we have 13 Coppa Italia"? No, because we have 7 Champions League. They cannot even say it.
Yeah.
It's a useless trophy. Some people say, "Oh, it's a trophy. Have some respect." It's a trophy, exactly. It's not a person. Have some respect. It's like, who cares?
Literally, Laird, we could have 50 Coppa Italia. Let's say we had 0 Champions Leagues and 50 Coppa Italias, and Inter has 1 Champions League and 0 Coppa Italias. They would be the ones roasting us, not vice versa. This Coppa Italia is a tournament that is just honestly the best thing about the Coppa Italia is to showcase the youngsters, the Primavera. Are they ready to play against Serie A teams? That it's a great opportunity to do that. It really is. Unfortunately, this season it wasn't used that way, and I don't know. I don't know if Pioli there we should be. What do you think about Pioli's decisions actually to play pretty much the first team?
I think Pioli tried to be professional in that case. So put and he needed some players to get some minutes, you know. He needed players like I guess Krunic needed to play a bit more in the midfield. I remember, I think the problem is COVID happened, so Calabria couldn't play the Coppa Italia and get some minutes. Romagnoli couldn't play and get some minutes. So, but there was a moment that Maldini needed some time to play. I don't know. It's just Pioli did the right thing of being professional. And another thing is our Primavera is so weak. They cannot even challenge Genova with some reserves, you know?
Yeah.
So that's our problem.
I
We
think
need a strong Primavera.
Yeah, and also like if Milan would have lost that game, the backlash, the Twitter army, and the emotional journalists, the backlash would have been so bad.
Yeah, and people will be like, "Oh, Pioli, what a loser mentality, putting the Primavera, don't caring about Coppa Italia. We haven't won any trophy." And this is such a, and let's be honest, this is such an international mentality. In Italy, the 4 million and a half AC Milan support don't give a damn about the Coppa Italia. They don't give a shit at all.
It's in Italy. Nobody really gives a shit about. Only the smaller teams care about it. Only
the small teams or Roma, Lazio, they can win sometimes because they win nothing for 10, 15 years in a row.
Yeah.
So these are the Napoli maybe try to win a Coppa Italia. These are the teams that they care about trophies.
I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. Sorry. Let me just show you something. Okay, well, look at this. You know, can you even tell me where the Coppa Italia is? Does anybody even know how to recognize it? Do you guys recognize the Coppa Italia over there?
They don't even put it in the display.
They don't even put it in the display, right? Because he won a Coppa Italia. Where is it? Do you guys see it here?
No, it's not. No one really cares. It's not there. Look, it's not there. It's the Super Cup, the Italian Super Cup, of course, because you beat another big club. It's not there. Look.
Yeah, it's not. This is when he had all the cups. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Champions League. So he already won the Coppa Italia. Do you see it? Where is it?
Berlusconi's won like four Coppa Italias or something
No,
like that.
I think he won one. Only one.
No, he's won. Listen, we won one with Ancelotti, or maybe two with Ancelotti.
One. We won one with Ancelotti. I think it's the only one.
I think with Capello and Sacchi, we won some of them.
I'm pretty sure. But,
let me check.
Check. Yeah, check.
I'm curious.
As far as I know, he only won one in 2004 because he never cared. They never cared about it. But anyway, it's not there. Do you guys see it?
It's not, man. Let me see. Coppa Italia. Okay, let me see. So Berlusconi came in
88.
Yeah, 83. Okay, yeah, Italian Super Cup. You're right. We don't care at all, man.
Yeah. We never cared about this cup. Never.
We won it in 2002, 2003. And
2002, 2003, we won the Champions League.
And Italian Coppa Italia. We've won Coppa Italia, if I'm not wrong, 5 times.
Yeah, correct. It's 5 times. I think we are 5. Yeah, Juventus is probably the one that has the most. Coppa Italia, Lord Humongous says, I don't care. Jamal is like, we brag about being most decorated team in the world, and Coppa Italia counted with count. Yeah, but it's not what gives you the pedigree. You know, these are the cups that give you the cups on display. He's not even look Berlusconi in this picture is not even showing you the Scudettis. He's just showing you the European, the international European glory. This is what the club cares about: being number one in the world. This is what this club. Once you have that feeling of being top of the mountain, top of the hill, the number one in the world, you know, the Coppa Italia is just like, what is it? It's a participation trophy.
Yeah, as I said, Coppa Italia is good to win it in those seasons when everything is going so well that you don't have injuries. You have everyone is performing great, and even if you put the second team wins games. It's those seasons when everyone goes well. You know, that you already establish that winning mentality. You don't establish a winning mentality starting with a Coppa Italia. No, you don't do that. Never seen that.
And nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like the players, if you win the Coppa Italia, you're not going to get Neymar coming to your team because you won the Coppa Italia.
Vlahovic is not signing for Arsenal because they won the FA Cup, man.
Okay, I don't want to pick on Jamal. I really don't. I don't want to pick on anybody, but I do. There is this sense here a lot of Milan fans are talking about, and I think it's a good topic. We haven't won anything since 2011, so anything will go.
That's not true. We won the Super Cup in 2016.
Yeah, that too, but it's also, it doesn't really change the fact that the Super Cup doesn't mean anything. The goal is to try and win the Champions League, and at the end of the day, even if we didn't win anything since 2011, I don't think that justifies us becoming a super. We have to go for the Coppa Italia. How do you see it? This thing that we haven't won trophies in a long time.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Because we haven't won trophies for a long time, we have to win the Coppa Italia. That's such a loser mentality. You haven't won any trophy for a long time, you have to win the Serie A, man. Cut the bullshit. You have to win the Serie A.
Yeah, we got to win the Serie A, and then that's
it.
And then from that's what's going to propel you to the next level. Coppa Italia doesn't do any of that. It doesn't do any of that. Yeah, Coppa Italia is a good trophy when you have a super stacked squad. Things go your way, and somehow you stumble into the final. Then you win it, and also you won a Scudetto at the same time. or let's say, for some reason you didn't win the Scudetto, but you kind of stumbled into the Coppa Italia. You're not putting your eggs in the Coppa Italia basket. No way.
Bro, it's like you win the Coppa Italia that season when you have available Florenzi, Calabria, Kier, Kalulu, Gabbia, Romagnoli, Tomori, Baloture, Theo Hernandez. You have all of them available.
Yeah.
That actually Bakayoko needs to play because he hasn't played a lot. Or you have Diaz and another number 10, so you have to play them.
Yeah.
So that's the season when you have 3 strikers, they're all healthy and they need minutes. That's how you win the Serie A, the Coppa Italia, because you have good players, they need to play.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what happened in 2004. Our Coppa Italia B squad was like a freaking. It could have gotten top 4 in the Campionato. It was such a good squad, and they're all healthy. Redondo wasn't getting any minutes, so he had to play the Coppa Italia. We have to win both. Milan goal always been either Scudetto or USL. True. Hey, Lart, you know what I was thinking about? That came across my mind. A huge advantage. Check it out. Inter right now, they're getting ready. Scudetto, Coppa Italia, and Champions League. Juventus, Scudetto, Coppa Italia, Champions League. Napoli, Scudetto. Scudetto or whatever. Top 4. Coppa Italia and Europa League. Now, Atalanta, Napoli, all these teams that we're fighting against all have these extra competitions to be dealing with. We don't. So they could lose bits and pieces, knock on wood. Actually, they won't lose any bits and pieces. But what do you think about this? Is this going to be an advantage for us?
That's why I wanted to win the game yesterday. Because you can actually, if you win the game yesterday, you can allow yourself to draw against Juventus, maybe, or even lose against Juventus and draw against Inter and go back to 4 points. Now you cannot lose because let's say we lose against Inter. From 5, the distance it goes 8.
Yeah.
Whatever points they're gonna miss, it's almost impossible to gain 8 points. That is the massive damage that referee mistake has done to us.
Yeah. That it was a terrible mistake, no doubt about that. Guys, sorry, correction. Napoli is not in the Coppa Italia. My bad. They got eliminated. But they are in the European League. They're going to be playing against Barcelona, I believe.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's an advantage. Hopefully, we stay close to Inter by the derby. We would be perfect to win the derby. Win Juventus and the derby would be perfect.
Yeah. Predictions. I don't know, man. I don't like doing predictions.
No, I'm not predicting anything from now until the end of the season.
I'm not doing that anymore. I was less. Yeah, no more predictions from me and from Laird, I guess. No more predictions. Look, it's Milan. We're going to support Milan. We believe in Milan, and we're going to be with the team, to the last minute. So, I would guess we can take a draw versus you with our terrible defense. Yeah. All right, Laird. So we're going to do a stream. Next stream. When is that going to be?
In a few hours. I think in 3 hours, 2-3 hours, something like that.
All right, perfect.
Are you gonna be when you gonna be available?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be in and out. I'm going to behave, guys. I'm going to behave. You know what it is, Laird? In that environment, I become like a madman. So I'm going to behave.
You need to calm down, man. It's
But there's some people that are instigators. And they like to poke the bear. I do that too, actually. But there's some people that.
I don't mind.
If Red John wants to come live while I'm live, he's welcome to. He did tell me to fuck off. So he needs to apologize to me. And if he's going to be live, I welcome him. I welcome him to be live. with us.
That's a good rule, by the way. Why the fuck people come here drunk?
Right.
Yeah, not drunk guests, please. I saw Red John left the group, and I put him back in the group again. So
yeah, that's the day I banned him. The night I banned him. That's when he left the group.
I
Right
saw
after.
that. I thought, oh shit, something wrong happened. But yeah, basically, guys, and why you guys go for 5 hours live, by the way?
I mean, that live basically what happened. It was a day. It was a late daily Milan.
Okay.
It was a late daily Milan, and then I decided to have people join if they wanted, because whatever. I just want. So then Antonio joined. It was good to see Antonio. Antonio is going to be back soon. I'm looking forward to that. It was then Red John just came from a night of partying, 8 a.m. got back home, and then he saw me live, so he decided to join, and hell broke loose. But he's welcome to come back. That ban was just a temporary ban.
Oh my god, I missed this one.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
brave enough to go and watch it.
Yeah, it's actually quite fun. It's quite fun. We get into it, and then Nathan also was in there, and I had a really good conversation with Nathan.
You know
Listen,
what?
yeah, go ahead.
Nathan likes to poke the bear.
Oh,
Nathan
yeah.
loves it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he doesn't get any, he keeps it.
Yeah, and he'll keep us cool throughout it.
Exactly.
He doesn't. He just keeps on going. Yeah. Okay, listen, Larry, I don't think there's any other interesting reports as far as the market goes. So I think we're going to close in a few
Are we gonna
minutes.
say the formation against Juventus?
Okay, yeah. What do you think? You go for it.
I think Mike Magnan.
Let me pull out the board, actually. Okay, go ahead.
So I would say Mike Magnan, and right back. I think he's gonna start Florenzi right back. Calulu Romagnoli, centre back. And see, I'm not sure about Theo.
Really?
I'm not sure about that. Not because he's not good. Just because that yellow card is gonna make Pioli think a lot.
Yeah, you're weighing about the Inter game.
Exactly, and I think Pioli has the feeling that he can win Juventus without Theo. It's gonna be harder to win against Inter without
But who do you
Theo.
play there instead? Calabria?
Calabria. So I would say my hypothetical formation would be Calabria on the left.
Okay.
And midfield, I would say Tonali, Bakayoko, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right, I will start with. I will start with Selemakers, Leao, and Diaz. And definitely he's gonna start Ibrahimovic if he's not injured.
So you're gonna go with the starting three that he has been working on for a long time, pretty much. Ibra up top. Now the question is, so a lot of fans are asking, why does, and someone even asked in the chat, why does Pioli always use Ibra? A lot of people saying our best football was when Rebic was up top. So here's a good topic of discussion. What do you think? Do you think Ibra should start, or do you think Rebic should start? And maybe that's a courageous decision, by the way. But based on, let's say, the grievings of some of the fans.
Well, the only thing I can see here, Rebic may be starting instead of Diaz. That's the only thing I can see. But not Rebic starting instead of Ibra.
Or Leao?
I think Rebic is going to play in the derby.
Rebic, Leao, Diaz, Selemak. That's gonna be the top four, the front four for us in the derby. And I know already what Pioli is going to do against the Inter. Pioli is gonna go on the counter against the Inter.
He's going to hit them on the counterattack.
Yeah, that's what Pioli is gonna do. He knows that the defenders of Inter like to go forward, you know.
They do like to go forward.
And that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna create that illusion to let them come forward and go on a counter.
So Theo Hernandez and Leao would be very helpful in that.
Exactly. That's why, in my opinion, he's not gonna risk Theo Hernandez with the Juventus game, because he wants to have Theo Hernandez, Leao, Diaz, Salemaker, and Rebic ready to go for the counter against Juventus, against the Inter. Against Juventus is going to be more a balanced game. Juventus is going to wait for you at San Siro, and they're going to go on a counter. So you need more defensive team. So Calabria, Florenzi, Kalulu, and sorry, you put Tomori, but it's Romagnoli.
Oh, my bad.
So that's what I will do. Against Juventus, you have a solid back four. And you know Juventus is going to wait for you, so you try to unlock it with them.
No, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense, and trying to save Theo for the Inter game. I'd be surprised if he does that, to be honest with you. Most likely Theo is going to play. Do you think, or right? I mean, I think Pioli is most likely going to play him, but I think that this idea is not a bad idea. It's a good idea, because the risk of losing Theo for the derby is big.
So, yeah, because go for it. Sorry.
No, I agree that that is the case. Okay, so guys, let me tell you why the color codes. So red players is role players, green players is creative players, and yellow players are center forwards. So strikers, etc., target players, and purple is balance players. So that's why Salad is purple. Anyway, sorry, you were saying?
No, I was saying that Juventus is a team that you don't need Theo in a certain way, because they're gonna be defending deep. So Theo is not gonna have that space to run. So a player like Calabria can do the job pretty well. And he's more conservative as a player, Calabria, defends more, so helps the team more on defense. And having Florenzi and Calabria defending is going to help Kalulu, Romagnoli even more. Bakayoko and Tonali is going to have more. They're going to be more allowed to go forward because they know that they have 4 defenders behind them. With Theo, they need to be more defensive. On the other side, against Inter, you know Inter is going to attack you. They wanna do the game. They wanna kill the Serie A and win that game. And they're gonna be like, we are the best team in the world, and you can punish them on the counter. With Theo on the left, Leao, Diaz, Salah, and Rebic, that is perfect combination. It's like basically the same formation against Liverpool. Just is gonna be more effective because it's Serie A. So players are going to be less emotional, and he's going to be at home.
I don't disagree with anything you said. From a tactical point of view, I do trust Calabria in that position. My opinion, Pioli is not that courageous. In my opinion, he's going to ask Theo to try he's going to try and get Theo to play both games. That's my opinion, but I don't disagree with anything you said. I think this could work. And based on how Juventus plays, it is a smart way of approaching the game. So from a tactical standpoint, I don't disagree. As far as Pioli goes, I do believe he's going to play Theo there instead.
And you know what? Allegri is a motherfucker. He's clever as fuck. So if he sees Theo that he's playing, he's going to put all the pressure on Theo because he knows Theo doesn't want to get a yellow. So he's going to be really conservative on tackle, on defensive game. And so he's going to have that extra space, extra meter to go and push more on that right side. And that can result really dangerous for us. On the other side, if you just give up there and say, you know what, I'm pretty sure Theo is going to get a yellow, and I'm not going to give that to Allegri. I'm going to put a proper defender, and not give any space to Allegri. And I know with the free kick, with the corner, with the creative players I have, I can, with Ibra in the box, I can create a chance and win the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that assessment.
I hope Pioli thinks that in the way I think.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So, Juventus on that side have Kulusevski and have Bernardeschi and have Quadrado. So those are the players that you'll have to deal with on that side. Bernardeschi can play on the other side as well.
They dribble.
You have Dybala. Dybala's in form. Got to watch out for Dybala. Morata. I mean, honestly, Juventus has some very dangerous players, but for some reason, Allegri prefers to play Rabiot and McKennie and Locatelli and his midfielders instead, which is what he did against Inter. He pretty much played a defensive team. So, so here people are saying that Juve is in great form. I don't feel any fear going into this game. I have no fear whatsoever going into this game. I think Milan has all the tools necessary to beat Juve. Obviously, the pitch will decide. I know you were talking about the pressures that the referee decision made, but do you have any concerns, technical concerns, when it comes to Juve?
They're gonna park the bus. It's really hard. When they park the bus, they're good. You know, they beat Chelsea like this. So,
and you know what, Lars?
Yeah.
To be fair, when teams park the bus against us, it's the worst thing they can do. It's the worst thing they can do, because when teams park the bus against us, we punish them, especially bigger teams. Udinese, that's their specialty. Oh, you can argue Juventus is their specialty, but Juventus is also going to try and win the game. I think if they park the bus, it's their mistake. It's their mistake. But they probably are, yeah.
I think they're going to park the bus and try everything in the last few minutes. And Juventus, you know what? Allegri is such a pragmatic coach. He's going to be like, I'm happy to get a point against Milan.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care winning the game. I'm going to be conservative, get the point, and leave San Siro and happy, because other team are going to lose against Milan. So that's how he's thinking at the moment. And he's going to go on a counter, of course, and try to find some spaces. That's my opinion.
Here, Paul says, Roy, I thought you weren't superstitious. I'm not sure what you're referring to. No, I just don't want to do the predictions, but I honestly have no fears going against Juve. Honestly, I don't even fear Inter. I think Milan has all the tools necessary to win the Scudetto, actually. But, we'll see.
If Terran, because it's so far away, Inter is like 2 weeks, I think, away from
I think it's
today.
3 weeks.
It's 10 days. It's 2 weeks and a bit, basically.
Yeah,
2 weeks and a few days.
6th of February, right?
So basically, what I see here, without Theo Hernandez, Leao, Rebic, Diaz, Selemakers, without these players, it's really hard to win against Inter. Because I see beating Inter on the counter. I don't see beating Inter on dominating the game, because we're missing a lot of players. We're missing Tomori, we're missing Kessie, Benacer, and so we need the fast players. We need the pacey players to go on a counter. So that is the most important thing for me. If we have available these players, we can beat Inter without any problem.
Yeah. I definitely believe we can beat Inter for sure. And those players are definitely going to help us. 6th of February. So we're playing against Juve, and then there's an international break. Do you think the international break is good for Milan right now?
Nothing is good for Milan. I can see it. We thought the Christmas break is gonna be good. We came out more damaged than before. It's just a joke. And how is even possible? I mean, it's just incredible. So I see the Christmas break. Maybe Leao get a call from Portugal, and he gets a problem, and he's not playing.
Yeah, by the way, what is this break for? Is it for Euro qualifiers? What is this break? It can't be World Cup qualifiers because that's done. We have to do the playoffs. That's in March. So what's this
Yeah,
international break for? Let me check.
it's
Yeah.
for Europe and World Cup. It's for Euro qualifiers, and I think World Cup qualifiers is still open. Some of them.
Oh, in other continents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the South Americans are not going because Argentina is safe, is already done.
Okay. So
And even
who's Italy playing against? Sorry, Larry. Are
I
you
don't
seeing
know.
this?
I don't know. The international break is Inter has a lot of Argentinian and some South Americans that are going there. So, but Vidal got a red card, so probably he's not going. A lot of them are not going because Argentina is already qualified. So Inter is sorted on that side, especially with the South American.
The break is for South America and North America. I think Europe is done.
I'm sure Europe is gonna have some games because they have those other cups, you know.
Yeah, they're going
What is the
to.
cup that France won?
Oh, the Nations League.
Yeah, the Nations League.
Right. Okay. So next matches. Let's see. They're not even saying it. I don't think Italy has any games coming up. I'm not seeing anything here on the website.
So it's a real break, probably. Let's see.
Oh, no. What the hell? Sorry.
Oh, there is maybe he's playing against. Oh no, that is in March.
I'm seeing the schedule of all the Italian teams. I'm not seeing. There's no schedule for the senior team.
Yeah, no one is playing. Maybe some under 21. You know.
Yeah.
There's
A lot
of
of the young teams are playing. So what? They're just going to take a 2-week break. These guys.
hopefully.
What the hell, guys? If anybody has the research and okay, let me see. Nazionale A. No, nothing. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, Nations League. Whoa, holy shit! Oh no, that's April. Never mind. Italy, Germany in April. That's going to be good. Italy, Argentina in June. Nice. That's going to be fun. Yeah, no games coming up for Italy, right? So it's going to be. I don't understand what's going on. I'm lost, guys. I apologize, but I'm completely lost. By the
Some
way,
are playing, some not. So it's let's
yeah,
see.
I think it's. I think yeah, it's for other continents. By the way, if we don't renew Lau yesterday, then I fear we might lose him just because he can in 99. Ooh, Lart, I know you have said that this player is going to be a little bit more difficult to renew. He has kind of been standoffish about it. You think that George Mendes is going to try and by this time they do have a lot of time, so
No, he's not going for free. He's not going for free. I believe if he gets a big offer this summer, he's gonna go. And you guys need to get over and accept it. A big offer from Man City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich can make a big offer for Rafael because they're gonna get rid of Coman. They are not renewing Coman, so they can come and say, "I have 70 million for Leao." So guys, get ready. Or some Premier League team. I'll see I can see maybe Man City, maybe Newcastle going crazy and giving 100 million just to convince Leao to move there, and George Mendes with a massive contract. Other team that can buy Leao, Liverpool. Liverpool can buy Leao. Liverpool can offer you 70 million pound and 60 million pound and buy Leao. And you have to sell it because that's how it works. But he's not going for free. He's not going for free.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not even sure that he's going. Like, let's also hold the brakes on that.
If he's not going, he's gonna renew.
Yeah. I think he's. I don't. I mean, I think he's going to renew. I mean, I think he's going to renew.
There's two things: or he renews, or he goes this summer for a big amount, but not leaving for free. It's not gonna happen.
I'll tell you this: if we make fifth and win the Coppa Italia, that's not going to convince him to renew.
Oh yeah. If you win the Coppa Italia,
he's not
he's gonna say, "I want to stay here. I love the winning that Coppa Italia."
Here, question from Prometheus: can you talk about why Pioli is scared to sub Ibra? Are you getting this sense?
Have you seen Ibra? Do you need me to tell you? I mean, he's not scared. It's just, man, Ibra is that guy that can score in the last minute.
Like Udinese.
Yeah. So it's not being scared. It's just keeping your chances high, keeping Ibra in the pitch. Simple as that. The number of goals Ibra has tells you that you have more chance to get a goal with Ibra in the pitch than without. So, man, there is no problem about Spezia game. The only problem was the referee, man. Everything was done properly.
Yeah, and also let's also, I mean, at least I want to acknowledge that the goalkeeper had a great game.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How many times has Magnan saved our ass?
Yeah.
Also that, but the referee mistake was huge. Okay, listen, Larry, let's close the live because we have another one coming up later on, so there's going to be a lot to talk about later on. Anyway, great to see you. We haven't seen you in a while. You gave us your opinions about the referee, Spezia, Coppa Italia, which I wanted to talk to you about. So let's see what happens later on. Let's see if a war happens later on. Hopefully not. I'll behave.
No. Is when I have the live, nothing happens. I'm controlling it. It's gonna be. Everyone is happy to join. By the way, I don't even know what to talk about. I'm really upset, but yeah, let's see the boys what they have to say about the game. I'm gonna be more like kind of controlling the situation more than giving my opinion. Yeah, mediator.
All right, guys. Milan was fined because someone threw a bottle on the pitch. It's 3K. It's okay. Not a big deal. Guys, join us later on.
Bottle.
Say again.
An expensive bottle.
Oh, an expensive bottle. An expensive bottle of fine wine was thrown into the pitch. But guys, join us later for the live. Thank you for being us with another edition of Daily Milan. Guys, Forza Milan as always. Spirits high, guys. Spirits high. The battle is on. The war is far from over. The battle is on. Let's go. Let's go get these guys. Join us later on for the live. Thank you for joining us, guys. We will see you later. Arrivederci. Ciao. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan, guys.
Forza Milan. Cue video now.